What is up, guys? Azazel Gaming right here, and today I am gonna show you my top 2 favorite champion. Cause last time I showed you my uh, top 3 champions, so right now I'm gonna show you my top 2 champion. But this is an older patch. Our patch was 6.8, but this is 6.7 because I can update this up. I don't know why. So let's search Annie. So the Dark Child, of course, we all know her. So since Annie is, like can burst down anyone, like really can burst down anyone. So she's the Dark Child. Put that star on her. And then she's a mage and she costs 450 IP. That's her AD, that's her health, that's her AP, and that's her difficulty. Pause here if you want to see the health, the mana, attack, armor, range, health regeneration, mana regeneration, movement, magic resist, and attack speed. So, her passive, Pyromania, I mean. I'm sorry, I didn't read that well. After casting 4 spells, Annie's next offensive spell will stun the target for a short duration. So, that's her passive. Like, that's the white circle thing that's surrounding Annie. Like, it's small. But, yeah, that's the Pyromania. And then the other one, her Q or her first skill is Disintegrate, which deals 80 to 115 to 150 to 185 and to 220 if you max it. But it also has plus 0.8 AP magic damage, mana cost, and half. Oh, like for example, okay, so you're farming, right? I think everyone knows this. If you use your first skill on a creep and then it dies, mana cost and half the cooldown are refunded. So the cooldown of Annie's Q is 4, so it will be 2, which is nice. And then it costs 60 and 65 and 70 and to 75 to 80. Cooldown is 4 and the range is 625. Am I recording? Yes, I am. Okay, we have to do this fast. I'm sorry, I have no more space and I run out of battery almost. Incinerate, her W, her second skill. I'm sorry, I have cold and yeah. So, Incinerate casts a cone of fire, dealing 70 to 115 to 160 to 205 and to 250 plus 0.85 AP magic damage to all enemies in the area. So it's like, it's just said it's a cone. But if you're about, don't max Q first. You should always max this because it has the most damage in her skills except the Tibbers. But this is the most painful skill on her kit. And it costs 70 to 80 to 90 to 100 to 110 mana. And the cooldown of this is 8. And its range is not that big, 560. But Molten Shield, you could use this like to regain that stun easily, Pyromania. The Molten Shield increases armor and magic resist by 10 to 20 to 30 to 40 to 50 for 5 seconds. My gosh. Deals 20 to 30 to 40 to 50 to 60 plus 0.2 AP magic damage to enemies who attack Annie with basic attacks. So, this, like, it's a combo. So, like Tibbers, you summon Tibbers and stuff. You put the Molten Shield, everyone who attacks Tibbers. So, it's like Tibbers with, the fire spreading damage, but she got reworked, I think. Yeah, doesn't deal that much damage, but it costs 20 mana, 10 cooldown, and he has no range at all. Okay, her SS or summon Tibbers. Tibbers appears in a burst of flame, dealing 175 to 300 to 425 plus 0.8 AP magic damage to enemies in the target area for the next 45 seconds. So, like, Tibbers is alive for 45 seconds, but she has health. But since, like, it has only few health, right? But since she was reworked, I think it's like 4,000 something. But I'm not sure because I just saw Red Mercy and stuff. But yeah, so for the next 45 seconds, Tibbers chases down enemies and deals 20 to 30 to 40 plus 0.2 AP magic damage each second to nearby foes. If Annie casts Molten Shield while Tibbers is active, he will receive the shield and a short decaying speed boost. Oh my goodness, boof. So, Tibbers can be controlled by holding the Alt key and using the right mouse button, or by reactivating this ability. So it costs 100 mana, but its cooldown it's gonna be 120 to 100 to 80, and its range is 600. So yeah, that's the Annie. And here, pause here if you want to see playing as Annie if you're an Annie main, but pause here as well if you're like you don't like Annie and stuff. So resume if you're done. So you're done, right? So Annie is weak against Brand, Sion, Orianna, Lux, and Morgana. So binding slow, and then this has a stun, knock up, and then Brand has the burn, of course. So fire versus fire, but I don't know why Brand wins, but still, Brand does still like huge magic burst damage as well as Annie, but Brand has more damage. So, but Annie is stronger than Kali, Yasuo, Fizz, LeBlanc, and Kyle. But it really depends on the player. So for example, you're like a pro Annie player and you're against Lux, who's like a beginner. Like, if Lux doesn't hit the bindings, her ult, she really loses against Annie because she has high burst. So, if you want to see the skins, wait, is Hextech? Yeah, this is the new skin. Like, if you saw this already, it's Hextech Annie, and you can only buy. You can only get it by getting Hextech chest or getting the gemstone. Yeah, 10 of them, and then you can get this. And then this Sweetheart Annie, Panda Annie, Frankenstein, Tibbers Annie, Reverse Annie. I actually have the skin Frostfire Annie and Prom Queen Annie. And yeah, this is Annie in Wonderland, Annie, Red Riding Annie, and God Annie, who looks pretty much has darker eyes and cute animatings. So that's the end, guys, and I'm just gonna continue my top 1 and you will see who's my favorite. Bye, guys. Peace out. Zazel Gaming here.